Welcome back to Exploring Whiskeys. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin, and today we are going back to our favorite Texas distillery, Balcones. This is the Texas Single Malt Whiskey. One. It's called One. I never noticed that on the other one. It's kind of...
Oh, yeah.
It's there. I'll zoom in at some point, but if you look, there is like in darker black, there's a 1 drawn on there. I totally missed that on the first bottle. Whoops. Anyway, so this is a single malt whiskey from America, which is so weird. It's just so weird. We've done Balcones. We've talked about the fact they started 2008, 9, somewhere's in that range. The guy who started it, Chip Tate, background is Scotch. Like, I think that's where they did most of their learning. So he built his own pot stills, and he was key in creating all these original recipes. We're probably in the 6 to 7 range of Balcones at this point. Rise and...
True Blue, Baby Blue.
True Blue, Baby Blue.
Rye.
Brimstone, Lineage.
The Texas, the red label.
I don't think we've reviewed that yet.
Okay.
But the single barrel of that, we've done that one. So, again, six-ish. This is number 7-ish, I think. Anyway.
Again, these are all the...
This is a standard
line.
Standard line.
Okay, look how dark it is in the bottle. And in the glass.
Wait, but how old is it?
It's like 2 years.
This is 2-year-old whiskey. And it is so dark.
Yeah.
Now they barrel in smaller barrels. They've figured out how to use Texas heat. We've again talked about this. They have figured out how to deal with the
their
Texas
barrels are
temperatures.
like more torpedo shaped.
I think they use some cigar barrels, yeah. But I think they're on like 50-gallon barrels, 55-gallon barrel. They do a little bit smaller. Ooh, that is malty.
It smells delicious.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, get ready because this is gonna be a slightly longer episode because we are gonna AB as well as add water. So it's malt.
Cherries.
It's cherry. It's very similar to a Scotch. There's a lot of Scotch hints, but it's different because they're using like new charred oak and things like that. So it's like a blend of Scotch and American whiskey together. It's crazy. 100% malted barley.
Woo, that dries. Mouth dried up.
Chocolate? Yeah. And it's funny, I don't taste a lot of oak. Yes, there's like a dry apricot
feel like that's
thing.
kind of a theme with them.
They have a lot of interesting fruit notes, and apricot is definitely one of them. Chocolate is another one. There is a chocolate note in this.
Still don't understand how you get chocolate and rye.
Yeah, that rye is crazy. But there's a little bit of chocolate note. There's a little bit of dried apricot. I get that. But are you getting 106 proof?
No.
There's no burn. It drinks so smoothly and nicely.
I don't think you get the proof on any of them.
I don't know. I can't think of one where I was just like, holy crud. The single barrel pick is 120 something. Hold on. Bring this up here. It is, now I gotta do math. 127. And I don't remember that having a kick of, it didn't seem to have a kick.
It's got a mallet instead of a 1.
Oh, is that the reason why I didn't notice that? Oh. Is that to open the bung? When you go to do like a single barrel pick, you get to hit it with a hammer and...
I don't know. I just noticed that though.
Yeah, it's different.
March 18th.
2001. That's the bottle date.
No, 21.
2021. Sorry. This is bottled in 2018.
Okay.
But it's still, this is like 2 years and 3 months.
Yeah.
And that doesn't say specifically, but it says it's aged at least 24 months.
But that's a store pick. So
This is a store
they're
pick,
disclosing.
single barrel.
So
A little bit
they
more.
get to get all that information.
Yeah, because they're buying it literally. It's one barrel, so they know a little bit more about that. Got a touch of a baking spice on that last sip. Not like an aggressive rye baking or any of that, but just like a little bit of a spice came through. The sweet fruit notes, like the apricot on the palate, more darker plum, cherry, stone fruit on the nose.
Yeah, the
Freaking
palate
amazing.
is just, I can't get past the apricot. All right, we want to water this one? Mm-hmm. Before I...
No. Let's bring over a glass and do a very light pour. That felt really weird, pouring it for myself first. This particular bottle, given to the show by the
Russ
Woolery.
Woolery. This one's sweeter.
More fruit notes.
Yeah.
Way more fruit notes. The single barrel has more of a,
Ethanol.
well, it's 120.
Well, that too,
proof,
but you're getting, there's no sweet notes to it. It's just all...
I'd say more of like a bitter chocolate is really all I get. So it's not like a super sweet. It's like a dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Dried fruits, stone fruits, that kind of thing. Way more on the regular pick. All right.
All right.
Chocolates. So much chocolate and berries.
Yeah, way more. Ooh, then you got the punch.
There's a proof there.
No apricot whatsoever.
Wow. That is a totally different palate. The dark chocolate, the berries, and maybe like a little bit of some kind of a spice in that store pick versus dried apricot, dried fruits. Not really a strong chocolate note, more like maybe brown sugar. Something's in with the fruit, but that is very different.
This one makes my mouth water. This one just makes it dry up.
The proof is definitely more noticeable.
Oh,
on
absolutely.
that.
Across the board.
21 proof more. So what's that? To just over 10.5% more alcohol. Both really good though. Different, totally different. Very good.
I wonder,
All right,
just watering it, proofing it down?
would change the flavor profile that much? I'm guessing they blend to a certain note versus someone picked a certain note. That's my guess.
I'm going to go with the store pick. I want to say it's going to be sweeter with that water. I'm going to say on this one, it's not going to do a whole much to it. It's going to, the ethanol note I think is obviously going to go down, but yes. Ooh, wait a minute.
I get a little more coca now, like coca bean.
Yeah.
Not
Not a,
chocolate per se, but more coca bean.
but the ethanol, that strong ethanol note on the nose, it's really, really muted.
Yeah, that's apricot. That's all I know. It's just apricot.
On
It doesn't
on the store
change.
pick?
No. I thought
Oh.
store pick's up front.
Sorry.
Okay, store pick. The chocolate is, the
Yeah.
nose is so chocolate, powdered chocolate.
Like a Nestle Quick powder.
Yep.
But that strong, the proof isn't there. That ethanol note. It's all chocolate. The water kind of made it creamy.
Yeah, it did. Real creamy. Like,
Initially, I was like, ooh, I'm going to get a butterscotch out of this. It just had that feeling, but then it just went,
milk chocolate. Like
Yeah.
just really creamy chocolate drizzle, desserty, like the Lindell chocolate. You know those commercials with that whatever twizzly thing and they drizzle the chocolate? That's what that tastes like now. All right, back to the regular guy. Man, the fruit notes, all like trail mix, all those dried fruits that are in a trail mix, that's what that nose smells like to me.
I get like a bag of fruit snacks. Not trail mix.
Yeah, like it's all the dried fruit from a trail mix without any of the
The
nuts.
No.
just the apricot.
Apricot.
It's just the apricot.
Yeah, I didn't think that.
That
one
did not
changed
change.
much.
The palate didn't change much at all. The nose
The
changed a
proof
little
went down
bit.
on this one, obviously.
Yeah, that one had a better impact from the water because the proof is so high. That didn't change a little bit on the nose. The palate is very much the same. So, I don't know. Two amazing bottles, two very different profiles. All right, so stop A/B comparing here. It's awesome. If you like a fruity scotch, like a malt fruit note, it's great. It is very different than a bourbon. I'm trying to compare, figure out an American type whiskey to compare it to, and I don't have one. And I know there's a few other single malts.
So the regular bottle, opening aromas bears the hints of toffee and overripe fruits. I get the fruits, I don't get the toffee. And then on the palate, it's layers of toasted malt and honey give way to mellow notes of baked pears and apples, which we're saying apricot, they're saying pears and apples, obviously.
Okay.
And then a long finish is accompanied by cinnamon and cloves. I
got a touch of a baking spice. I don't know. I didn't get a strong cinnamon note by any means, but cloves, sure, why not?
I don't get any toffee.
No, that's not the right sweetness.
No. The creamy toffee would have been better to go with the chocolate on that one.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like a Heath bar.
Yeah. This is their most expensive bottle. This is $70. The single barrel pick was, I don't even know because it was a gift from the Russ Brewery. So I think this is probably a $90 to $100
Well, we
bottle.
need to have Russ come over so he can do the A/B test.
Yes, I'd like him to taste this one
I think he's going to like this one
better than that
over
one.
that one.
He-
I think the proof
The proof on that was a little
Yeah.
overly aggressive for him. That is awesome, and I cannot place it in any category. I can't place it in a category. It's not Scotch. It tastes totally different than Scotch.
Yep.
But it's not American whiskey. It tastes totally different than any other. It's not rye.
No,
it's
but I
not
wish
bourbon. It's not.
scotches were that proof, though.
That would be great. Yeah, more scotches at 106 proof would be.
You know, it's got me thinking now. I'm curious if you take, all right, they distill, drop it in their barrels, take it out of the Texas environment, put it in Kentucky.
Yeah.
How much different would the flavor be?
We'd probably one.
One have to age longer.
They'd have to
But
age
two,
longer. Yep.
would they get the same?
Complexity and
Yeah.
all
I
the
bet
crazy
you they
notes.
wouldn't.
I agree. I don't think
it'd
they
be
would.
really interesting.
It would be interesting to see the difference from just the climate change differences.
I wish they had a Balcones Waco and a Balcones Bardstown, and same mash bills, just aging it in
In a different place
Yeah.
for a different length and
Because they're not getting the winners in Waco that
Right.
Bardstown would get.
right.
So they're not getting that severe,
The cold
the cold.
and the wood tightening up.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. It'd be a neat experiment. I don't think they do enough experimentation, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
They're doing all right.
And they're doing
It's just one of those to think.
just
though,
fine. It would be interesting.
So-
It would be interesting to see what the difference would be just because
Because they're taking
climate
advantage of their
difference.
heat
Yep.
and being able to age things twice as fast. But if you were to let it, kind of like smoking meat, just kind of let it low and slow,
Yeah.
would
It'd still be good, but it'd be different. And how
I think
would
it'd
it
be
be
different. Yeah. Again, they never disappoint.
No, they do not. The worst one out so far is the Brimstone. And the Brimstone, it was just so weird, but it was also very good.
The Brimstone just got better the more you
kind of
drank
had to
it.
get used to it.
Oh, we haven't done the Rumble yet, have we?
We haven't done the Rumble, and we have not done. They have a pot still Texas bourbon.
Yeah. So we have two more to go.
We have two more, and technically the Rumble's not whiskey, but we're gonna do it anyway. You can tell me what to do.
That one's an interesting one.
That's weird. Yeah.
Very good. It's very good
Weird
though.
one. Yeah.
But again,
So-
yeah, to your point, they're batting 1,000.
It's crazy.
They haven't
Crazy.
disappointed
So
any
many
of
good
us. And
whiskeys.
definitely make it down there and try some of their non-standard lineup.
Yes.
Because I'm sure those are even better.
Or just totally different, right?
Yeah, or totally different. But they've got it figured out.
Amazing. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. Looking forward to doing the 2 more that we've got.
Yep.
If you've had another one of these, you get your own store pick.
Yeah.
Let us know what you got out of it. Is
Yeah.
it completely different than what we got out of these 2? Drop us a note. We'd love to hear about it. Again, outside of that, awesome distillery. Hope you enjoyed our review. Hope that piques your interest if you see a bottle from Balcones to pick it up.
Grab it.
Or if you're down in the Waco area, piques your interest to stop in the distillery. We're not getting paid by them, but this is one of those ones that we want to make it to. So if you're down in that area, you should definitely make the trek over there.
Yeah.
So, we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, we'd encourage you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
While down there, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified every time I put a new episode. Make it down there. Buy their stuff. I think the
Make
more...
it down there and let us know what you tasted.
Yes. Tell us if you got something that's not of the standard lineup, because we just, we're so interested in all the things that they're doing right now.
Yep. Well, thanks for watching.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers. No, that didn't work. There we go.